It's the most wonderful time of the year. We're not there yet, but welcome to the hottest show with a special edition on Wednesday night, Thanksgiving Eve, of Lit Picks. I am your host, Joe Otis from joeislit.com, and we have another week up for you to debate the best non-turkey Thanksgiving food items. I'm joined now by my partner, the one and only Mike Costello. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I mean, now that you just serenaded me, I feel wonderful. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Oh, you're very, very welcome.
Yeah.
We got a great show for you tonight. This is definitely the show you want to have. This is the biggest party night of the year. I'm sure all you guys are out the bar
Amateur night
right now. I was thinking about getting like a Natty Light or like a Miller Light and pour it in a nice mug and drinking it right now. But I figured that'd be just a little bit too much for our show today. So, Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I mean, so last week I couldn't make it. We had sickness going throughout the whole entire house. So it was probably a good idea that we weren't, broadcasting live. It wouldn't have been good me running up in the room to my son who was crying. So, kind of worked itself out. But now we're here. Thanksgiving's on our way. Ready to spend time with the family. But most importantly, football. Sorry, fam.
That's right. We got football coming up. You owe more songs, Mike, I think, than I actually owe the Oakland Raiders a nice big egg in the face. But, we got to figure out a time that
I'll get to them this week.
Yeah. Mike, did you have a chance to watch my buffalo wing video today?
I did watch your buffalo eating contest. And, I love watching you eat buffalo wings. And, I don't think I've ever heard of that hot sauce before. But it actually made me really want buffalo wings. The wings were nice and crispy. And we have a live comment, actually, if you look at the live comment feed right now.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we have a live comment there. But, I did like the video.
We got Natty Light. Yeah, Natty Light. Which brings you back to a time back when, after the Thanksgiving Day game in my senior year when I had a little bit too much to drink at Dom's house. And, I was on the toilet and I got thrown off the toilet by some girl who hadn't used the bathroom. But it's an embarrassing story we're going to share on a live stream right now. But, when you're, 17 years old, you do stupid things and, you grow up, you learn, and, I'm past that point right now. I'm, a little bit old there. I got a kid on the way and, moving forward, onward and upward. But anyhow, let's get on to the show. The show is Lit Picks, and each week, Mike and I we are going to be debating some pop culture items. Where how the game is played is I will be picking. We each pick top three items regarding a topic in the snake style draft. Since I won last week, I'm going to be get the first selection, and after the choices are selected, we each select a keeper topic. And then after the keeper topics are selected, we have a knockout round where we'll have options to remove one of our opponent's selections. The final four will be chosen, which will be entered into a Facebook and Twitter poll. Whoever picks
I'll win.
Selections will be that week's winner of Lit Picks. So this week's topics, once again, is Thanksgiving food, not turkey. And I'll get things started off. You ready, Mike?
I would. And I would also like to just throw that in there. Turkey is overrated. Okay. I prefer a nice ham, but I think the leftovers are by far the best part of Thanksgiving. So just throw it out there.
Yeah, the best part of the next day. Turkey is when it's like maybe 2 days later and you get the turkey, you get a little mayonnaise, get some cheese, maybe a little lettuce, and then they'll put it on a piece of bread. You get a nice turkey sandwich there for you. That's the best part of Thanksgiving. The turkey is overrated. I agree with you. I don't really care about the turkey, but
no.
All right, so we're going to go with my round one selection, and my first pick is going to be mashed potatoes. It's pretty obvious. Who doesn't like mashed potatoes? I mean, everybody makes mashed potatoes. I mean, I probably, I've been learning to cook, but I mean, I have never made, homemade mashed potatoes yet. I'll try something I'll try doing in the future, but, everybody loves mashed potatoes and gravy. There's really not that much more to say about that. What do you think?
I'm sorry, it's an inside joke because actually I told you in the podcast that's coming up later on. I'm comparing. Forget it. You'll hear it later. But I like mashed potatoes. I mean, I think that there is I'm going to put this in quotes here because there we go. Thank you for pushing it out here. The quotes are: I am a chunky mashed potato kind of guy. I like the chunky there. I like the the skin and everything like that. That's kind of there with the Red Bliss. So I'm not a very big creamy type mashed potatoes. So I think there is a difference here, on what type of mashed potatoes there are. What is your favorite?
I like mashed potatoes that have like a lot of butter in it. I like them. I mean, I like them a little bit creamy, but yeah, I would say I'm more of a creamy guy than the Red Bliss potatoes, where it's a little more chunky. It's stuck in your teeth. Not really.
Not the seven fish here.
What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading the comments, and
Oh my God, what do we got here? We want Otis to sing this song, Lasagna.
Well, actually, I can figure out actually. So in ShopRite, you apparently you get the free turkey, and you can actually win you can get a free lasagna too if you choose that. So that's one of the options. So yeah,
Really?
each its own, I guess.
All right. So mashed potatoes, we got that taken care of. Mike, it's time for your first round pick, and you picked a holiday favorite. We got pumpkin pie. What do you think about that?
Hands down, pumpkin pie, and this pumpkin pie has to have the whipped cream on top of it. I mean, there's nothing better than a nice fresh homemade pumpkin pie. I can destroy it. I'm a sweet tooth kind of guy, so I'm all about pumpkin pie. Like I said, whipped cream needs to be all board, and I don't think it has to have anything more. I mean, that is the dessert of choice. I would assume. I mean, everybody should have that, But what are your thoughts? Come on.
Pumpkin pie too. I love the crust of the pumpkin pie. Most people have apple pie a la mode. Have you ever had pumpkin pie a la mode?
I don't even know what that is.
When you put ice cream on it.
I don't like ice cream.
How do you not like ice cream?
I don't know. I'm not a big ice cream guy.
I've known you for 22
I don't like bacon.
years. I never knew you didn't like ice cream.
I don't like bacon.
Bacon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think pumpkin pie is all right. It's kind of like the debate between pumpkin pie and pecan pie there. Yeah, I like pumpkin pie. I would say that's probably my favorite dessert item. Homemade pumpkin pie. One day I'll try to make that. But we'll move forward to our second round selection for Mike. And Mike, you got another great one. It's a great pick that everyone loves. And tell us about it.
I did. And it's funny because you say everyone loves. I don't. I don't like stuffing. And it's weird because I'm not a big stuffing guy. I picked this because I'm pretty sure it's a fan favorite. But kind of looking at, I'm getting heat now for bacon. I know I don't like bacon. It's weird. I don't know, but I don't like it. I do, however, like prosciutto, and I don't know, it's weird, but I don't like it, nor ketchup. Anywho, stuffing, I do not like stuffing, but there's two different types of stuffings. My mom does the stuffing in the bird, which is wet, and then out of the bird, obviously, which is dry. I will take none of the stuffing, but I know it's a fan favorite, so I chose stuffing.
All right. All right, so moving forward to our next item we have was actually my second round selection. I was trying to think of some sort of bread item that people had. Most people have buns. Some people have biscuits, but I picked cornbread. I love cornbread. It's probably one of my favorite types of bread that you can get, especially the cornbread that they make at Boston Market. You like that?
Cornbread?
Yeah.
I love it, but I love my cornbread with jalapenos in it too. Give it a little pop. Yeah.
You don't like bacon, but you like jalapenos.
Welcome to the big leagues.
That's crazy as well. So usually, most people I think would have biscuits with Thanksgiving, but I said cornbread. I definitely like that the best. It will be my pick. My mom makes like a cornbread stuffing that I love, so that's where we're going with that. So now we're going on to my third round selection, and I couldn't think of really a good Thanksgiving type style of dessert here. So Mike said I couldn't cheat. I couldn't actually use my cell phone to look up Thanksgiving desserts while we were talking about this.
Not how this game's played.
Because I think it's a big debate between pumpkin pie and pecan pie, which pie you like more. I think a lot of people like pecan pie, but some people like pumpkin pie. It's to each their own. So what do you think about pecan pie?
I think I'm going to win. So I appreciate you drafting pecan pie as one of your desserts. So thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Confidence.
So well, for you have something that I think is absolute garbage. Now, this is something that I hate: cranberry sauce. Tell us about.
Listen, there's a difference between the cranberry sauce. There's two different types of if you notice this, I went with a novelty. People don't eat cranberry sauce for every meal. They don't eat stuffing for every meal. They don't eat. I don't even know my first pick. Pumpkin pie. You can't get that all year round. Technically, you could, but anywho, that's why I did it. It's a novelty. Cranberry sauce is something where there's two different types of cranberry sauce that you can eat. You get the Jello one or you don't get it, and that's why I really chose this because everybody likes different ones. I'm actually a big fan of cranberry sauce. The only thing I eat during Thanksgiving is cranberry sauce, pumpkin pie, corn, and mashed potatoes. That's it. And bread. Lots of bread. A lot of bread.
All right, we got another comment coming in. This is the most active. I hate cranberry sauce too, Mike. This is the most active comments we've had.
And they're all against me, apparently. Just wait till they hear my singing.
They love your singing, Mike. I mean, everyone wants to do that. The only way I'm going to sing, Dom, is if Mike makes me sing, and he hasn't been doing pretty well with that lately. So we're going on the keeper picks now. So my keeper pick will be mashed potatoes. I mean, and that's pretty obvious. I think that the audience is going to love mashed potatoes regardless of one way or the other. I don't think you can lose with that pick. What is your keeper pick?
I kept stuffing. I chose pumpkin pie and I loved it, but I knew that you were going to knock it out. So I figured I'm going to go with the stuffing because I figured that's a fan favorite. A lot of people like it. And as I said, there's two different kinds. You can have the wet stuffing and the dry stuffing. So why not go for it?
All right. Now we're moving on to knockout picks. Mike, what's your knockout pick?
Knockout pick is your cornbread. I know people love bread, and then you add the corn into it, So I decided that I think I'm going to knock out the cornbread because, like I said, you picked pecan pie. I'm good.
All right, so my knockout pick is going to be pumpkin pie. I I figured that was your first round pick, so I think a lot of people like pumpkin pie. So we'll see if I'm glad to get that out of the way. I mean, I think cranberry sauce is something that people are not going to pick, so that's why I'm glad to have that as your second option. And so once again, just a recap. So what do you think of pumpkin pie being knocked down? Does that hurt you?
I think it's going to hurt. Yeah, I mean, I went with the cranberry sauce. It's just something that I don't know. I decided to go to, like I said, I went with the novelty foods that not a lot of people can eat in every single meal. You can get cornbread in other meals, and so I just decided that I'm going to go with that, and I'm confident with it. I think the stuffing is going to be the one that's going to take home the bacon for me. There you go, you bacon lovers.
So Dom says all this stuff is the afterthought in an Italian Thanksgiving household.
It is, you're talking about the lasagna, and this, but I'm not I'm not a seven fish guy either. So, oh yeah, I don't like seafood. Do you want to go on that tangent too?
All right, so let's recap this. We got my selections are going to be mashed. If you to vote in our poll, it's going to be like for mashed potatoes. So if you like
constipated,
will be for mashed potatoes. The constipated paste is like that.
Okay.
That's cornbread. So once again, the like is for mashed potatoes. The constipated face, is for cornbread.
I'm not doing that.
Is the heart for stuffing.
That's a heart. Okay, yeah.
And the scared face is for cranberry sauce. So so if you want to help us out, you want to vote in our poll, let us know what is the best Thanksgiving item. If we miss something, leave us a comment. Now we're going to get to the point that you've all been waiting for. The point of the show where we pick our karaoke punishments. So, Mike, what do you have for me this week?
Time to say goodbye, Joe. You pick pecan pie, and I'm going to hammer that home, and you are going to be singing this song next week. I guarantee it. It's going to happen.
I mean, Mike, you've been wanting me to sing the song for the last, I don't know.
I don't know.
You pick it every
it's I don't know. I have a couple of selections, but I've chosen this one. So what are you taking now for me? What's my punishment? Because I seem to be singing everything.
All right. So for you, Mike, and we're going to let the fans who are watching at home listen to it. A little quick delay here.
I hear nothing. If anybody knows this song, please comment because I've never heard of it before. And I will not be doing that dance move if I lose.
Ready? Come on, sing along, everybody. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time.
That's Eddie Murphy. That's the Golden Child?
Golden Child was the movie he was in. This is a different song.
Yeah, that's the Eddie Murphy we're talking about, right?
Yeah, well, yes, Eddie
I
Murphy.
never knew he was a singer.
Beverly Hills Cop was what you probably should have said, not,
No, The Golden Child was a great movie.
But, all right, everybody, that was our show for tonight. A little brief show for you. Mike's got another podcast to record, with the cool guys that should be watching right now. Hopefully they'll vote for us. But yeah, so it's happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This is our special episode. We'll be back on Friday nights usually with our lit picks. We got some comments coming in here. What do we got?
Yeah, enjoy the Thanksgiving with your families, and try not to talk politics. I think we'll get a little edgy there. You can talk
football. Don knows his song.
Keep the politics out of there.
Yeah, leave it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, that's that. Mike, you know how to end this thing. We wanted you to tell our fans to what?
Stay lit and watch football.
Stay lit and watch football. That's right. Thank you all for watching, and have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time.
Late.